Hey there, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Today we're just going to have a garden grab bag. I've got several tasks to do and, well, let's get to it. Well, it's been a rough year. I haven't been making that many videos. Personal reasons, just life reasons. This channel has not made as many videos, especially how-to videos, during the spring. So I thank you though for watching my channel, for subscribing, for watching my older videos. I appreciate that. But I haven't been able to make as many videos as I generally would want to in the spring. But there's a lot going on. Here's the deal. This year was rather strange. We had a late start in the spring. Our average last frost date is March 1st here in Zone 9A on the Texas coast. We weren't able to get plants planted until 3 weeks after that this year because, well, we had cold snaps. That's why it's called an average. Sometimes you get to plant before, sometimes you have to wait a little bit. That pushed us back though, and now that it's starting to warm up and get consistently into the 90s, my spring garden is beginning to start its decline. The tomato plants are going to despair. The cucumbers are already starting to despair. The bean plants are mature, producing, but on the decline as well. And that's okay because now it's time to start summer crops like okra, eggplant, and sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes should be already in if you really want to get a harvest. But yeah, it's getting hot. But just because it's getting hot doesn't mean things aren't happening in the garden. In fact, it's a real exciting time. Tons of tomatoes have been harvested, even though I didn't trellis my tomatoes. I said I was going to trellis them this year. Life happened. I made the decision not to trellis them. They're sprawling. Sprawling tomatoes do just fine. The ones you keep up off the ground, they're gonna usually give you fruit. The tomatoes that touch the ground are going to get eaten by critters. So, you know, what are you going to do? One way or another. But I'm getting lots of tomatoes, lots of peppers, and I'm going to harvest some apples. Check this out. This is the first year that my apple trees have fruited. First year apple tree fruit is usually considered less than perfect and not really that good. But how do you know if it's ripe? First of all, what are these bags? Let me talk about these bags. These are organza bags, and they come in all different sizes. You know, you're used for like gift bags and potpourri and stuff like that. Protects these apples from dangerous moths and birds and pests. And well, since they started turning red, I wanted to make sure that they stayed unappealing to birds because the birds have already got some of my apples. So the way you use it, they just have a string in here and you just wrap the apple. Like, let's say we wrap this one here, just put it around there. You can do whole clusters like this here, or you can just do individuals. Just put it around your apple and draw the strings closed around the stem, and that's it. You don't even have to tie it. But this one has a blemish on it, so I didn't cover it. This one has a little spot. How do you know if an apple is ripe? I've discovered that there are 4 ways to tell if an apple is ready to pick. First of all, does it have its color? Apples are supposed to have a certain kind of color according to your species. This is Anna, and Anna turns red where it's exposed to the sun. The background color, the green, see how intense that green is? It should mellow out a bit. It should turn a less intense green when the apple is ready. These seem to be almost ready. So I'm going to pick one and I'm going to use that test. That's the second way you know if it's ready. If it comes off the tree when you lift it up like this, if it comes off the tree easily, then it's ready. And that one does not. I have had some fall off here naturally. Windfall is what they call that. So I know some of these might be ready. I'm going to try to pick a few here. So let's see. Are any of these ready? I'm just going to lift up on them. And if they're ready, they should pop right off. It does not appear that these are ready. Let's try these down here. Yeah, these need to go a little longer, but I have some others that might be ripe. Let's go check the other trees. This beautiful apple. This is a golden Dorset. Let me take this off so you can see it. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Let's lift up. Doesn't seem to be quite ready. You don't want to force it because this fruiting spur will bear fruit for many years. And you don't want to damage that fruiting spur. These aren't quite ready. Let's go to the other one. Okay, this is my shell of Alabama. And this one doesn't seem quite ready either. Oh, we got a critter in there. Can you see him? It looks like it's ready, but as I pull up, yeah, that one came off fairly easy. There we go. Let's try this one down here that's got some more color on it. There are two of them here. So let's take the bag off. Ooh, look at that. Up. Oh yeah, that came right off of there. That came right off of there. I'm going to leave that one because it's not quite colored. Now I can show you the next way to tell if an apple is ripe. The next two ways. Let's go inside. All right, there are two other ways to tell if your apple is ripe. One is to cut it open and look at the seeds. If the seeds are dark, well, I can't find any seeds in this one. If the seeds are dark brown, then your apple is mature. These seeds are turning dark. They're not quite there. So this apple's not quite ready to eat, but we're going to try it anyway. If your seeds are dark brown, the apple's ready. And we will look further when we find seeds in here. The fourth way to tell if your apple is ready is to taste it. If it tastes great, it's ready. Well, that's a good apple. It's ready enough to eat. Sweet, tart, not as tart as they were earlier. I tasted one that fell off. But friends, this is exciting to me. This is the first apple that I've eaten off of my own tree. And it's quite delicious, even though first-year apple fruit is not supposed to be that delicious. Hardly any seeds in this one. Okay, check this out. Here's our next harvest we need to take care of. By the way, here's my sweet potatoes growing in here from last year's left behind roots. What we have here is what looks like a dead plant. It essentially is, and we've left it here to dry on purpose. This is a cilantro plant that has gone to seed and put on all these little hard seeds here. This is coriander, the spice coriander. We're going to harvest some coriander and get us a jar full. Don't use a lot of it, so we don't really need that much, but I'm just going to kind of take these seeds in my hand and kind of rub back and forth and let them fall down into the dish, and then we can sift out all the bad stuff. Let me get you up close so you can see what we're doing. So all I'm doing is taking this in my hand and going back and forth like so. Real easy. Once they're dry like this, they just fall right off. And then what we'll do is try to do some, I guess what they call winnowing. We'll kind of toss them up in the air, blow out some of that chaff, these little twigs. I suspect, though, we'll actually have to get down in there with our fingers and do this manually and remove the stems and twigs and stuff. And it will take a while. I won't bore you with all that, but I got a lot of coriander here. And coriander, well, it's the first time I've ever let my cilantro go completely to seed. I'm avoiding the dark brown ones. Some of these, I don't know if you can see, some of these are kind of black and they look like they might have mold. I'm just getting these brown ones that look kind of brown and healthy. There's actually quite a bit of this stuff back in here. So all these sticks and things in here, we could get the big ones out by hand. I found if you give it a little shake, a lot of that stuff, the sticks will gather together at the top and you can just pull it out. This is my southern cherry tree and I got some cherries on it. This tree about 3 months ago dropped every leaf it had. I had no idea why. I couldn't tell why. Everything just turned yellow and it dropped. The next week it started putting on new growth, new leaves, blossoms even, and I knew I was going to get some fruit. Now this is its first time to fruit, so there's not that much of it, and I've already eaten some. These are not true cherries, but they taste like cherries. They're kind of lobed like that, and Inside there are 3 seeds, but man, are they good. They're tart, and they are one of the highest in vitamin C fruits you can get. And there are 3 of these, and it's delicious. I would make jelly with these. So when I get enough of them in coming years, when this plant is a little more mature and puts on more fruit, again, this is its first time it's ever fruited. When it's loaded with fruit, I'll gather them up, freeze them until I have enough to make some jelly. This would make great jelly. Wow. Wow. Muscadines are absolutely loaded this year. What is that? Okay, it's a wasp. I didn't want that muscadine skeletonizer moth to be around. Look at this. We're going to have so much fruit I'm not going to know what to do with it all, which is usually the case. So there's a lot to be said for summer, and there's a lot going on in the garden that's good. Yeah. Would you look at that? My leeks are going to seed. That's good, because I'd like to collect some seed from these leeks since they did so well. And you can see I haven't used much of them. I mean, how often can you eat leek soup, right? Awesome. We'll let those go to seed. Hey, a lot going on here today, but I'm about to get rained on, so I'm going to cut it short. I want to just thank you for being with me in my garden and checking out my apples and just enjoying my channel. I know we're not producing as much content as we should be, but hey, you've been faithful to watch, and I thank you. If you like what we do here in our backyard garden, in our micro orchard, and our little micro vineyard here, subscribe to the channel. I've got playlists on all of these things and lots of how-to videos on how to set up a micro vineyard and a micro orchard, how to grow these wonderful cucumbers, how to grow tomatoes, either up a trellis in a cage or letting them sprawl like I've done this year. Yeah, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, happy gardening to you. We'll talk to you next time. Take care. Oh, looky there. Ripe Thai chili peppers. Nice. Those are little suckers.